Hello everybody. Today we are driving the Jeep Grand Cherokee L Overland. So is this off-road capable SUV still good on the road? Let's find out. Before we do, I want to give you a brief walk around of this vehicle. Pretty nice looking front end. You have tow hooks at the bottom, completely LED lighting. You also have these cool 20-inch alloy wheels. You can get a trail rated Overland. We don't have that tester today. Let's go ahead and get in the cargo area. Good amount of space. You can fold down the third row if you don't need it and you just want the extra space. 12-volt power outlet. You can fold down the second row, but we don't need to do that. To close it, you just push that button. Alright, let's go ahead and see the second row. Pretty nice back here. You have a good amount of legroom. Seats are Napa leather, but they're as hard as a rock. I don't like that. You have your own climate controls and 3 stages of heated seats. Nice cup holders. Really nice interior. Love the steering wheel and the materials, like all this wood trim. Look at this. You can adjust your gauge clusters. Pretty cool. You have an air suspension. We don't have time to test that out. Let's put this car in sport mode. So it will do a little thing with the gauge clusters, and then it will lower the air suspension. You also have the interactive display for the passenger screen and Chrysler's latest Uconnect 5. So you can fold down the headrest, do the mirror dimmer, and that's pretty much it. So it says low fuel. Find a gas station. Let's try yes. And then it will find a gas station. So it will rate it by the closest and cheapest, which I really like. So storage is abundant. You have a lot of space underneath the center console, and you have some storage here. Oh, you also have 2 USB-A's and USB-C's. And this shifter is a rotary knob style. And you will have a backup camera in reverse with active trajectory. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing on under the hood of the Jeep Grand Cherokee L. This one is the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6. This produces 293 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. This is all mated to a ZF 8-speed automatic transmission. Also, you will get 18 miles to the gallon in the city and 25 on the highway. If you want to, on this trim level, you can get a V8 that pushes that 357 horsepower. I do recommend that if you want to do towing, because that will increase your maximum towing rate by 1,000 pounds. Alright, let's kick things off with the transmission evaluation. This uses the 8-speed automatic transmission sourced by ZF, and it does a pretty good job shifting. It's not the quickest transmission I've been seeing, but it does a good job of switching gears smoothly. Still not the sportiest, not the quickest, because I could hear and feel that this is not quick, but this does help it get up to speed, helps it get decent fuel economy. It's not a bad transmission to have, we'll say that much. So tire noise on this very noisy road, it's pretty minimal, considering that this might have fatter tires because this is the Overland. If you get a trail rated Overland, that would throw in even fatter tires. Well, this one does not have extremely fat tires, but well, I think it's okay for an Overland. So when noise is kept to a minimum, we will evaluate that a little bit later on the highway. And this does not have automatic lane change, so you see we had to turn the wheel manually when going over to that right lane. So it soaks up the bumps fairly nicely. 20-inch wheels and 50 series sidewalls. Not the best ride quality I've been in, but well, it's good enough for me. So we'll do an acceleration on the entrance ramp, so you could get a feel of what 293 horsepower is all about. The brakes felt nice when we were braking to the stop. They could be a little bit grabbier. I've heard some people say that stepping in the brake pedal doesn't feel the most secure. I've tried it out just to make sure they were right, and they were. And them being all the other car journalists on YouTube. So let's do an entrance ramp acceleration test. Alright, there we go, up to 60 miles per hour. So yeah, you heard the lazy 8-speed automatic transmission. That was pretty good acceleration. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's kind of in the middle for the 3-road crossover class. It makes a pretty nice sound too. I'm impressed with the sound. The power is nice if you want even more for more extreme off-roading, or if you want to take this drag racing. Jeep will also offer a 5.7 liter Hemi V8 with 357 horsepower. So that is always an option, but this will do an okay job getting you up to speed, and well, that's what it's made to do, get you up to speed, not too quickly, but quick enough for me. So wind noise at around 85 miles per hour is kept to a minimum. It's not the most quiet again, but it is quiet enough. It sits at around 58 decibels at 55 miles per hour, so not too bad. And that's the thing, this Grand Cherokee L in most areas, it's just always in the middle. I wish Jeep would do something extra to step it up besides luxury or off-road capability, and in those senses they have stepped it up. Alright, so that's our windshield washer test, and pretty good Jeep. That will get the bugs and stuff off, but it does leave a little bit of washer fluid. You see those little marks on the passenger side. Yeah, this cabin is really nice. This is one of the more luxurious offerings, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is the most luxurious offering in the class. There's another burst of acceleration. So again, not too bad, but not the best either. Alright, what is there to talk about? Yes, drive modes. So you can put it in different drive modes that will lower or raise the air suspension depending on which one. There are a couple off-road ones like mud or sand or whatever. There's also sport mode, which will lower the air suspension a notch, and there's automatic mode, which I think we have it in. If it detects like off-road stuff, it will put it into sand or rock or whatever, and if it knows that you're flooring it, it would put it in sport. So I think auto mode is a pretty clever idea, Jeep, and yeah, not too bad. Well, that's going to wrap up this video, everyone. Let's get back to Suburban, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram to bring this back to them. I believe they have another customer waiting for the test drive. And right before I say goodbye to you guys, I want to thank Ryan Armstrong at Suburban, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram for providing this car for us. Super nice guy. And if you can, you could go over there and meet him if you're considering buying a car. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Please share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.